Hi, I'm Vita Garrett, and you're living the low life.
Today on Livin' the Low Life, Vita checks out the bouncing, lifting, and hopping world of hydraulics.
I broke it!
Break the ground, Leroy!
You'll see them, but you still won't believe what these cars can do.
That's my boy! See, we don't chip over here. We tear bumpers off. It's over. Look. See, get down there. You see the bumper?
She's like, nah, that's my man. And now you're gonna make me bounce? Psst.
The life of a lowrider.
If we can't, then gon' get up out the club. We gon' party over here now.
You know lowriders are a different kind of car, but did you know that they can dance?
For some guys, it's all about hydraulics.
I just loved hydraulics since I was a little kid, and I always wanted them on my cars.
Well, I got 8 batteries, single pump, one to the front, one to the back. It does what it needs to do.
With hydraulics, you can fly. With airbags, not so much.
It's fun, it goes up and down, but it doesn't get off the ground.
We gonna tell y'all fools the rules just one more time. Bounce, make it bounce with us. Bounce, make it bounce with us. If we can't, then gon' get up out the club. We gon' party over here now.
So how did all this begin?
Back in the days, it was cars that just wanted to sit low, the opposite of the hot rods, where the hot rods were sitting high on the back. The lowriders wanted to sit nice and high from the front, low in the back. Only problem they got into is leaving the driveways and, you know, a bumpy road or something, the car would scrape. So came up with an ingenious way of fixing that problem. It's actually getting hydraulic pumps from like lift gates and aircraft parts, you know, salvage yards from aircrafts, the valves, the cylinders, installing them in the car, and actually raising the car up an inch or two to get them up into the driveway. Now, there was no hopping or anything like that back then.
Today, it's time to see how it all comes together.
So if you want your car to hop, this is the place you must stop. We're here in Van Nuys, and we're at Pro Hopper.
This shop is Hopper Heaven, dedicated to the design, the technology, and the automotive art of hydraulics.
This is our typical hydraulic setup. These are the cylinders here, hydraulic hoses. Hydraulic hoses attach the hydraulic pumps to the cylinders, the longer ones for the front. These are the front cylinders, the smaller ones. These are the pumps right here. You got your pump, your pressure port, goes through the check valves, the fittings, out the valves, and these are the outlets which attach to the cylinders. This will be the front. Yeah.
Okay.
This will be the front pump, this will be the rear pump. For example, on the front, you got these cups right here.
Okay.
This is what pushes on the spring to allow the car to go up and down. So you do have to cut down the springs and replace the springs with something a little stronger. These are the solenoids. We run them in series. This is what turns the pump on, these solenoids right here. We run power from the batteries and then the switch box. This is what controls the car. And you got your front, back, side to side, seesaw, pancake, and the rear corners.
Well, they have different names. What is pancakes?
The pancake,
Flat.
You got it. That's exactly what it is. Seesaw is what it is, you know, front and back, up and down. Front, back, side to side, meaning left and right.
Okay.
And the corners, that basically allows you to three-wheel or adjust the car, the height. If you raise the car up and it's not quite even, you can drop down whatever corner's too high. And keep going.
Ooh.
See how the frame goes up?
Wait, how tall does this go?
It goes up more. Keep going. That's it. Now, when you want to lower the car, you energize the valves.
Okay.
That opens up the valve, lets the oil back into the tank. That'll bring the car down.
This is up close and personal with this car. This is really cool.
And here's a tip for all you competition-minded lowriders. Don't bring airbags to this boxing match.
Airbags just don't do it like hydraulics.
Hey man, if you were a bad dude or whatever you thought you were out there in the streets in your lowrider, and you picked it up and you were challenged by somebody out there, that's the last thing you needed in your car, is to have airbags. Yeah, your car rode comfortable, but you were going to get clowned.
Bouncing straight till it hit the flow, and let the 6-4 get low, get low. Shorty grab a drink, on hit the flow, and let me see you make it get low, get low.
If you know anything about low riding, you know hydraulics is a must. And my friend, I mean my homies over here at Homies Hydraulics are one of the best in the business. Let's go see what they got. Wow! Look how pretty.
This specialty shop stands the test of time. Founded by the Fuentes brothers back in the day, they started small and kept growing.
Just from our friends, I guess the word of mouth spread, and here we are, you know.
In a bigger place.
bigger place, yes, definitely.
They can get your car hopping fast.
Some guys want to hop, some guys want to just go up and down, some guys want to cruise.
And some guys will need reinforcement.
If you don't reinforce it, you'll launch it off the ground maybe once or twice and it's over. Frame will be buckled, quarter panels will be gone, car will be ruined.
Frame reinforcement is major because you're taking a car that wasn't even intended to do what we're doing. We're making it lay low to the ground, we're making it jump off the ground. These frames weren't originally intended to take all that. The suspension's made to hug the road, and here we're trying to get it to jump off the road.
You know I know how to weld, so if you ever need, an extra welder.
And of course, no hopping will happen without power. And you'll need a lot of it because a row of batteries can weigh a car down.
So how long does this whole process take?
We can get it done in about 4 hours. Been doing it for a while.
Over here at Homies, they get you out real quick.
Get you out.
You get in, you roll in, and you bounce out.
It's time for Vita to hit the switch.
Yeah, I want to bounce.
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 This little stick here, it's pretty easy. There's an up and there's a down. So get it up, hold it down a little bit. Now you think you can do that?
Okay, so.
Okay, you got down.
Okay.
You got up. Go down, hold it up.
Oh, okay. Down.
Up. Down. Go back down. It's a motion. Uh-oh. I think it broke it.
I broke it!
My solenoids, which are right.
Wow, that's
here.
a lot of batteries.
You can smell the smoke. So the solenoid blew out. Thank you.
My whole theory why the car just did what it did is because she got jealous because I was in the car and she's like, nah, that's my man. And now you're gonna make me bounce? Psst, I'm shutting down on you.
Anthony has built cars that are works of art. His Impala, known as Sundance, is a sight to behold.
63 at the Peterson. I had that car probably about 4 or 5 years now. It took me about 2 years to build it. Built that for show, but it's also built for the street as well. When it's all closed up, looks like a kind of a stock 63. Nothing really too outrageous about it, but when it's ready for show, it open everything up. Chrome undercarriage, murals on the trunk and the wheel wells. A lot of time, a lot of money in that car.
Back in the old days, getting low to the ground was the main thing. And now, today, sky's the limits. I mean, you got guys hitting over 100 inches, where back in our days, we were glad to hop a tall can, or not even a tall can, a 12-inch beer can, you know. Everybody was kicking back at the parks, so that's how you kind of got the beer can, you know, everything was there. So, you know, you figure a beer can's about 8 inches, you know, back in the day, that was really something.
That was high.
Yeah.
Okay, another lowrider is ready to hop.
There it is. In by 9, out by 5.
She know what to do now. Better make it bounce. She know what I'm here for. I ain't looking at the flowers. She better make it bounce.
How low can you go? These next guys are asking a whole different question.
Here at How High Hydraulics, they specialize in building radical hoppers.
Radical hoppers got a lot more framework done to it, and the hydraulic setup is a lot more powerful. They're doing big inches.
Look at this steering column. For so much power. Coming down so hard. That's what happens in competition hopping.
Yeah, that's back bumper, baby.
Pretty much, yeah, we are at the top. A lot of different people would like to hop against us in our cars that we build.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Scrape the ground, Leroy. That's my boy. See, we don't chip over here. We tear bumpers off. It's over. Look. See, get down there. You see the bumper?
That's what happens.
We can leave the bumper there. We'll get another one.
Ever since I built my first car, that's all I wanted to do was hop it. So from the beginning, it's all been about hopping, yeah.
It's a combination, pumps, batteries. Obviously, the more batteries, the more power.
Well,
3 pumps, double to the nose, 1 to the back, 14 batteries. So this motor is a 12-volt motor. We're running approximately 96 volts through it. So they don't last too long.
It takes more than batteries. It takes a reinforced car.
You have to take the body off and do a full custom frame, reinforce everything, extend the trailing arms, and basically the whole car is rebuilt to withstand the hopping.
In the last few years, hopping has taken off.
Beat them up. Hop the dog out of them. That's what we call it.
They want it clean, we'll make it clean. They want it hot, we'll make it hot. They want the chip, we'll make it chip. We don't really specialize in that, but we do know how to do that.
Chipping out is when you claim your car does something and you bring it out and it does about 15, 20, 30 inches. Really ain't doing too much, that's chipping out.
And the last part of the equation is a good switchman.
You could have the best pumps and, I mean, a whole lot of power and not know how to hit the switch, and your car's still not going to hop.
No secret. Haas, he can hit a switch, I can hit a switch, John can hit a switch. Haas just don't like to hit a switch, so he take a turn, I take a turn. Just have a little fun.
You're looking at a team of award winners.
Bakersfield Lowrider Nationals for like 3 years straight, 4 years straight, we've won that show, first and second place. And the last one we attended, we took a four-door Caprice and flipped it all the way over. It was doing about 172 inches, and then it flipped over.
So this is a great job. We get up every day, come to do what we love to do, build cars, set our own hours, and we're loving it.
How'd you like it?
My boys from How High Hydraulics are stopping here at Pro Hopper for a little playtime.
This group was born to hop.
We got Good Times, Jesse from Good Times, he's the president. We got Sergio, owner of Nissan. We got Derek Vance, he's a friend of mine. He has his candy orange Regal. And then we have a special treat. Our friends from How High Hydraulics are coming by. If you want to see some power, you wait till you see these cars hop. These cars fly.
Oh, this is fun. Y'all want to go for a ride? When y'all want to go for a ride in it?
They didn't learn how to do all of this without a lot of trial and error.
A combination, batteries, pumps, what you can do to the pumps, little tricks of the trade that you learn when you've been working on it for so many years.
A lot of batteries.
Got, 10 batteries, matching wires to the, to match the paint, piston pump. It's built to do what it do, you know what I mean? I can hang with the best of them. Got the chrome undercarriage, it took the bottom of the car out, totally apart. Took the frame off the car, totally wrapped the frame with half-inch steel all the way around. Got the hydraulics done by MacGyver and, put it back together so when you do hop it, you don't tear it up completely.
It's a show car built to take a beating, costing thousands of dollars to upgrade.
Everything on the bottom has to be A1 when you start to do these cars, otherwise you get buckles in the quarter panels and, all kind of stuff. So you got to make sure you spend some money and getting that frame wrapped right to you know, hop these cars like that. That's the only reason these cars stay together is the frame. That's your heart, you know what I mean? If the frame ain't good, you get out there and hop these cars and it'll tear something up.
And speaking of tearing something up, make way for the death wagon.
It was a 4-door Malibu wagon, converted into a 2-door, put all the 87 luxury sport front end and doors on it. Nicknamed the Death Wagon.
Uh-oh, it's the death of a hydraulic hose for the death wagon.
Clean up on aisle 3.
You know, for these guys destroying their car, that's the fun part. You have to destroy your car. You have to hop your car. And if parts don't fall off of it, then you ain't doing something right.
That's the everyday life of hydraulics and competition.
Build them as pretty as possible and beat the crap out of them. That's it.
And if you think that was fun, get ready for some high hopping on the road.
We're about to go for a little gas hop. Gonna hit the car while we're driving and scrape the bumper on the ground.
And here's something that belongs in the do not try this at home category.
This is what you call a gas hopping wound. This is what happens when you gas hop. You tend to smash the bumper up into the trunk.
It's fun. It's a stress reliever. If I didn't have this, I don't know what I would do. I need it. It's stressful out here these days, you know? So it keeps me out of trouble.
We'll fix it and do it again.
We'll fix it and give y'all a ride. Like Magic Mountain.
Heavy-duty hydraulics can elevate any car. And for proof of that, you gotta see this.
Pretty much the only Hummer H2 that's out there right now with hydraulics. It's pretty fun. I mean, you know, play around, we drive it around with 3-wheel the front, 3-wheel the back. We use it for pretty much everything. Towing, driving, you name it, it's fully functional.
Yeah, that was fun, see? That's what I'm talking about. Sometimes you get in the mood, just want to tear it up, and that's what I mean by tearing it up. I got my car smoking, and no telling what's wrong with it, but it was fun, right?
This is one dedicated car culture.
It's been in my blood for years, and I don't think it'll ever get out. You know, this is what I like to do.
If you can't, then go get up out of the club. We can party over here now.
And to think, it all started with a boost so lowriders could avoid scraping the driveway.
I've seen cars use their hydraulics as an exhibition sometimes when they wouldn't have to compete anymore because they can pick up their cars and just lay them back on the back bumper and just leave them there. Or the next guy came along and he just flipped the car completely over. That's a macho thing about the lowriders, hopping.
Before all this began, instantly adjustable suspension had yet to come along.
Another thing back then when I was growing up, you wanted to lower your car, either you cut your springs or you heated your springs to drop it. But the problem about that was you couldn't bring it back up. The other thing was you wanted to lower the back end, you had to drive down the riverbeds. Throw boulders in the trunk of the car to lower the car, or sandbags or cement bags to give that car that lowered look. Then again, if you wanted to raise your car back up, you pulled the stuff out and brought your car back up.
We gonna tell y'all fools don't lose just one more time. Bounce, make it bounce with us. Bounce, make it bounce with us. If you can't get it, gon' get up out the club. We gon' party over here now.
This is what we do 7 days a week.
And it's fun, man. I'm telling you, it's nothing like it. You get in there and you hit the switch, you see the air, and don't see no cars, no street in front of you. Then you come back down, see everybody again, go right back up. It's nothing like it, man. It's fun.
And there's no end to this. There's no level that these guys won't surpass.
Oh, I look forward to it every day.
The life of a lowrider.
Who would have guessed that hydraulics would create this whole new world of lowriders? Of course, it all makes sense. Now, who wouldn't want a little bounce in their life? if you know what I mean. See you next time.
Like 40s and 30 inches, that's cool, but me, I ain't cool with that.
But I was hopping it, and the cap on the cylinder just blew off, stripped out all the threads, and flew about 200 feet in the air. Flew a hole through the hood. That's power.
We got plenty of parts in the room. Yeah, I'm looking too pretty right now to do that, though. Oh, damn.
Living the low life.